Ready? We are recording.
Why are you doing that, yo? Jesus.
Do you remember that?
This is Shirley English.
This is Baldwyn.
And welcome to the English Exchange.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
Because you said we weren't going to introduce ourselves anymore.
I changed my mind.
The world knows us by now, right?
Yeah, okay, if you say so.
Okay. So this is our next episode. I know you're excited about this one.
Yes.
Yeah. So you want to... Oh, big up Jamaica, right?
Yeah, the title tells everyone everything. So yeah.
We haven't even figured out the title yet, right? We'll figure it out. But
by the time they're seeing it.
Yes. Very true. Very true.
Okay. All right. So basically, this video is going to be about us talking about what it's like being married to each other and us being from, like, why are you cleaning your glasses, like, right at this moment?
I saw spots.
Okay. All right. So yeah, what it's like being, well, for me, my, I guess how it's been being married to a Jamaican, and then for you, being married to a Haitian woman.
Haitian's a stretch.
Okay. So you roll. We haven't started yet.
Okay. I was born in New York, right, to Jamaican parents.
Mm-hmm. So you weren't born in Jamaica?
No, I was not.
So we're gonna let people
But
know
not
that.
too far from Jamaica, Queens. So big up New York, big up Queens,
Okay.
although I was in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Pretty West Indian cultural surroundings, church, school. Moved down to Miami. Same thing, very Caribbean church, and school had a significant Caribbean population as well. Although I probably didn't know too much back then about it from a school perspective. I think we grew into our cultural heritage probably later on. I don't know if culture was a huge thing back then. We're all just trying to make it. Go ahead.
Okay. So so I also was not born in Haiti. I was born in South Florida, in Little Haiti. Grew up in Little Haiti, basically.
Little Haiti. Born in Little Haiti. I got you.
Born right in Jackson. A hospital, and so a traditional Haitian household. Both parents were from Haiti, and very strict upbringing. So as we all know, right, l'église, la caille, and l'école. That's right. Okay.
So
good.
explain that to the non-Creole speakers.
Yeah. So basically, you're not allowed to go anywhere. You can't hang out with friends. You can't go out. So all you're gonna do is go to school, go to church, and go home and go back home. And that's it. That's your life growing up. And that's literally was my life growing up.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we got that out the way. So the next thing is, all right. So
let me ask you a question. It's not, I know you have a list. You have some lists here, but let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You kind of touched on it before.
Yeah.
When you mentioned in a previous episode that you because of whatever circumstances, you did not grow up as a little girl necessarily thinking that you're going to grow up and marry a Haitian gentleman. Did you specifically have any thoughts about Jamaicans or other cultures or Black American? Okay,
No, all right, not really. I just knew as a little girl. My thought was, I'm not going to marry a Haitian man just because.
And for those that didn't see the previous, you grew out of that.
Yes.
Okay.
As I said, little girl, right? With little girl thinking, right?
Gotcha.
So anyway.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So I wasn't thinking, okay, I'm going to go marry a Jamaican.
Yeah.
No, that was not in my thought process. All right. So first question, how do you feel our cultural differences played, a role in our relationship? Whether dating or being married, how do you think it affected our relationship? Whether good or bad?
How it affected our relationship?
Coming from different backgrounds.
I think that there's more similarities than differences, to tell you the honest truth.
That's true.
So food and all these types of things, some of the expectations, right? To some extent, dealing with immigrant parents who maybe don't necessarily didn't grow up here, didn't navigate, life here as young people for the most part. So I think there are a lot of similarities. Differences. Obviously, language is a difference. maybe some things with the food, but it's pretty similar in my respect. That's your question. So you had something in mind when you.
Well, yeah, definitely touched on it. The language.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes certain situation will call for like certain expressions in Creole, or and I just couldn't do that with you. Things would get lost in translation, even if I try to translate it.
So this is the problem that you
it's not a problem. I'm just saying that difference, I think, impacted. Like, we couldn't joke about certain things, or you couldn't understand certain things just because you weren't Haitian.
Definitely, I definitely can recall situations where, I was carved out of the fun because I didn't understand what was being said.
When you're like a little kid?
No, marriage.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about, just briefly, there'll be something said, and it may be some Creole, an expression in Creole.
Oh, okay.
Maybe with your family, everyone's laughing. I'm like,
but
you always come back and loop me in.
Yeah, and translate. But
sometimes things are lost, as you mentioned.
Exactly. It's just lost. It's like, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's over. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Anything else? I think is that. Yeah, definitely the language is a big thing.
Yeah.
Food is very similar, Caribbean kind of season. Just season your food. That's really it. All right.
Show that chicken.
Right. Exactly. You gotta put some lemon on that thing. Get some hot water on it. Clean that chicken. So when we first started, when we were married, did you show your chicken?
We don't necessarily put hot water on our chicken. We would clean it with lemon or vinegar or something like that. But,
and then you just rinse it.
And we'll rinse it off and then season it and so forth and let it marinate and then cook it. But we never necessarily, listen, I don't know if I'm putting my household on blast, but even when I watch like a cooking show or something by a Jamaican, the hot water part is not something that we generally do.
Okay. But now, what do you do now?
I do not show the chicken.
Are you kidding me? Hold on. Are you serious?
I wash it the same way I've grown up.
So I'm eating chicken that you're not even shodaing, yo?
You're eating chicken that's seasoned well and tastes good. That's what you eat. That's the kind of chicken you eat.
You are done cooking chicken in my house. What?
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought you did that. You want me to put hot water?
I've done it before, but I don't generally do it now.
You don't put hot water. You just
hot
cold water.
Is just not. I don't think it's a necessary
all right,
step.
That's enough. I can't anymore. All right, let's move. Let's move on. Okay, next question. Any cultural misunderstandings we had prior to dating? Any issues? Any cultural misunderstandings?
I grew up in a lot of my friends growing up were Haitian. You know what I mean? So I've been in the community for a while, and I don't know if I had necessarily any misunderstandings at all. Not that I recall.
Okay. And then, like I mentioned earlier, well, to you separately, I never thought about Jamaicans. That sounds bad, but
that sounds bad.
I never thought about I was gonna go out and date a Jamaican. I don't know. It's just never. Even though South Florida is just a mix, right? A melting pot of cultures. I just never thought about y'all like that.
Primarily Caribbean cultures. Yeah. We don't have like a lot of other cultures, but Caribbean, Hispanic down here is pretty thick.
And then I'm living in little Haiti, and my mom's not letting me go anywhere. Yeah. So I'm not really like. Yeah. Mixing with a lot of people. And then I went to, when I was growing up for like elementary and middle school, I went to a Catholic school, predominantly Haitians were there. And then when I went to high school, I went to a public school, predominantly Haitians were there. So, it was
you were in the community.
Never really left until I started, I don't know, until I was like in my early 20s, Okay. Anyway. So that's that. All right. Next question. What is your favorite dish from the Haitian culture? What would you say? Dish or dishes? Maybe you have more than one.
I think I love that tasso, man. That fried goat. That's tasso, right?
Yeah. Anything fried. I'm just waiting to see what you're gonna say.
I know I love fried goat because I like it when it's like kind of overdone, by like other standards, and I like it when it's chewy. It's all the seasoning on there. Put some. What's that?
Pickles?
Pickles on it. Like I could eat that all day.
Yeah.
All day.
I really like the fried turkey. That's probably my favorite.
Yeah, fried turkey. Okay.
Yeah. Well, my culture.
Yeah.
So, all right, so that's it.
I think you said my favorite. I mean, that's
if you have another one, that's fine.
That's
it.
okay.
Yeah. All right. I guess for me would be. What?
I don't know.
I was gonna say maybe an escovitch fish.
You like escovitch? You do like escovitch fish?
Yeah. I mean, I like fish, but I like escovitch fish. A little vinegary.
You like the vinegar?
Yeah, part. I do. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Cool. All right. So, have you ever visited Haiti? Why are you laughing? That's
because the Haitian is asking the Jamaican if they've ever visited Haiti.
Yeah.
Yet the Haitian has not visited Haiti. Yes. Yes. So I always tell my wife I am more Haitian than she is.
Yes, he does.
Because I have visited the motherland.
Yes, and I haven't.
My toes have scrunched the dirt, the soil in the motherland.
Okay, you're doing too much.
I have been to the hills of Pétionville. I've navigated the streets of Port-au-Prince, haggled with the local salesperson to come back and bring back goods to my people here in the U.S.
Yes. I've never been to Haiti, not for lack of trying. Okay, so growing up, you know, over the years, we tried going to Haiti. There was always something going on where we couldn't go. There was always some type of, not always, but you know, when we were planning on going, there was some type of violence going on, or it just wasn't safe, so we never went. And then I got older, and it's just, I don't know, it
never presented an opportunity.
Yeah, until like the earthquake started happening, and I kind of tried. I'm a nurse. I was trying to like.
Oh yeah, you did try to go.
Yeah, I did try to go. It didn't work out. I was trying to go with a church that was gonna go, like with a friend.
So and so, yes.
And it didn't work out, and then you know the kind of rest is kind of history, and then you know what's going on now. So
listen, it's gonna turn around. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get your feet in the motherland sometime. Prayers up for Haiti and all of the situations where we have people that we know whose villages and communities have been overrun by gangs. So prayers up for all of those people that are dealing with that.
Yeah. But then again, I'll see like Instagram posts, TikTok posts. People are in Haiti like
other parts. Yeah,
having, you know, living
all
life.
white parties.
Yeah. So I'm like, how do I get there? You know? So if anyone knows and can help me out, let me know.
All right.
All right. Next question.